Hi, I'm Jackie Van Ruler, and I would love to introduce you to facial reflexology. If this is your first experience with facial reflexology, I would love to just chat with you about what it is, how it can help you, and ways that you can use just this simple tool to improve your life in many drastic ways, both physically, emotionally, and then also from a beauty perspective as well. I've been doing facial reflexology for close to 8 years. Prior to that, I was a nurse for over 20 years, and I have found that facial reflexology is just so much more effective for your body than taking medications and even doing surgeries or things like that. You can actually heal your body very, very easily just through the electrical conductivity of your nervous system. When we're under stress, we either get too much electrical flow or not enough, so we're either using too much energy or not enough. And so when we're working with facial reflexology, we're actually improving that whole flow within the nervous system so that your nervous system can stay calm and collected, and you have energy when you need it, and you can actually reduce too much energy flow, which might show up as things like headaches or anxiety, or things like that. In fact, the reason that I fell in love with facial reflexology the first time when I was learning it was when I received a treatment. I was like completely calm for like 3 days after treatment, and I had never felt that feeling before. And in fact, I didn't realize how anxious and how stressed out and how worried and stressed I was on a regular basis. And so when I received a treatment, I was like, what is this feeling? And then all of a sudden, after a few days, I was like, should I be worried? Should I be worried about everything? How am I going to get anything done if I just feel calm on a regular basis? But what I was finding is that I was actually getting more done, getting it done more easily, and then having more free time to do the things that I love doing. So we talked a little bit how facial reflexology is a way to improve the electrical conductivity within your nervous system. When you hit certain points, like this is a kidney point, this is going to send energy to your kidneys, and it's going to balance your kidney energy. But in addition, the kidneys have to do with the emotion of fear, so it's going to calm down feelings of fear. And then the kidneys also have to do with producing stem cells, your nervous system regulation, things like any stiffness in your bones, managing your bone strength, obviously using the bathroom, filtering your blood, all these different functions. And so when you activate certain points in your body, it's not just that you're activating a point for the kidneys, you're also helping with all of the things that the kidneys do within your body. And when speaking of the kidneys only heal through deep, deep relaxation. And that is what the facial reflexology will do for your body, is put you into the state of deeper relaxation. Facial reflexology can help with any issue that you're experiencing in your body, whether it be physical, emotional, or beauty related. So when you look at your face, where things show up, acne, moles, dark spots, wrinkles, things like that are all connected to your body, and so they're telling you where you hold tension, stress, and things like that within your body. So as you work these things out, you're actually working out that tension, that stress, and the physical symptoms that come along with it. You can use facial reflexology to help with anything from headaches, digestive issues, impatience, anger, anxiety, depression, sadness, grief, really any issue. I've used it specifically myself to prevent myself from having a cold for the last 8 years. I think the last cold I had was well over 8 years ago. I've used it to help my irritable bowel syndrome. I have 0 issues with irritable bowel syndrome now, whereas I used to literally have to carry extra clothes with me in case of an accident, which didn't really ever occur, but there was always a possibility because of having such an irritable bowel. I use it to help with anxious feelings, feeling worried, stressed, impatient. I've used it to help people with acne. I've actually had several clients who have found a lump in their breast and they weren't able to get into with their doctor immediately, and we've been able to use facial reflexology to get rid of the lump. Surprisingly, that has happened several times. They still did go into their doctor to get it checked out, of course, get a mammogram, and they didn't find anything either. I've used it to help people with cancer, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, neuropathy, you name it. You can help help it. And I have a ton of YouTube videos that you can use to work on yourself or even to work on friends and family members. I do try to post face maps that go along with it on my Instagram channel. I haven't found a better way to post those maps yet, but we'll see what I can do about that. Contraindications for facial reflexology, there really are none. The biggest thing is if you're receiving Botox or fillers, you want to avoid doing any facial massage in that area 2 weeks after Botox and a month after fillers. Botox and fillers have the opposite effect of facial reflexology. They're going to decrease movement within your skin. Anything that decreases movement is going to eventually lead to disease, and I have seen people who have received fillers or Botox for long periods of time do have symptoms of disease in the areas where they are getting those fillers and injections done. So that might be something that you want to consider if you want to consider do that. And many of my clients who have been getting fillers or Botox have found that they don't really need it once they start doing facial reflexology because they get that movement and that flow through their skin, and their skin actually looks healthier and younger, and their wrinkles fade as well. Another thing to think about is if you're pregnant, you just want to avoid this whole upper lip area. This is an area of the cervix, and so we just avoid this area. You can do it anywhere else on your face. When you are first getting started with facial reflexology, you want to start off kind of slowly. A lot of people get really excited about it for good reason, and they just want to work and work and work. Well, you can trigger a detox reaction. So it's possible if you're overdoing it, especially when you just first get started, that you might feel a little nauseous, that you might get a headache or feel a little dizzy or things like that. So I recommend starting out maybe like 5 minutes a day for a couple of days, then you can increase it to 10 minutes. And then once you've done it for a few days in a row, then there's really no limit. You can do it as much as it feels good, and once it stops feeling good, then just stop doing it. You can start out by just exploring your face as well. You don't have to really know what you're doing. You can take your detector and do just different movements on your face. Feel where you feel some areas that feel more crunchy, that feel, it's like, ooh, that feels good when I'm doing that, or oh, that feels, painful. Any of that feedback is just telling you where you're carrying some stress in your body. So if you feel a spot that's like, ooh, that feels really good, and you want to keep working it, you can work any area for up to 20 seconds. Usually 5 seconds is plenty. So you find a spot that feels a little tense or tight, do like 5 to 10 little circles in that area, and then move to a different area. You can always use your fingers to support an area. That's going to feel better than, just doing this. So if you use your other fingers just to kind of support that skin in that area, that's going to feel really good. At the end of a treatment, you always want to move either up and down the front side of the ear. This sets that formula in and helps it work longer and stronger in your body. Or you can come around and go down the front side of the ear and bring your tool up and around. If you don't have a detector yet, you can do my video with just using your hands. I have a bunch of hand exercises you can do. That's a great way to get started. I do recommend getting a tool. You can use something like a crochet hook. Some people have used the end of a makeup brush, but I don't really like those because they don't feel as good. They're not really doing the same work. The back of a makeup brush is often made out of wood. I've had a lot of people that have had breakouts on their skin because of the bacteria that will be in there. So I do just recommend purchasing a wand, and I do have a video about which wand to purchase. I obviously recommend mine because it's made specifically for doing facial reflexology. It is worth your money. This is really good if you have scars, acne, dark spots, if you've had facelifts, anything like that on your face. You can use facial reflexology right over those areas. There's really no other contraindications besides the pregnancy one, and then avoiding it after you've had Botox or fillers. If you've recently had surgery, you have an open wound on your face or things like that, just avoid that area. But you can actually circle the area wherever it's not tender or it's not hurting, and that will help that to heal faster. Getting started is just start out with just a few minutes a day, and then you can slowly add that up. And you can just do some explorations. You can use one of my videos to start. The good ones are usually for sleeping, for some neck and shoulder pain. I have a Rise and Energize. That's a really good one to do in the morning to get you started for your day, help you to feel more motivated, more excited about your day. You can look through all my videos and just choose a few that you want to get started with. I would just recommend starting with one for the first day. The next day you can do one or two. And then once you've done it for a few days, you can do kind of as much as you want. You're not going to give yourself a detox reaction after you've been doing it on a regular basis. I hope that this helps. My next video is just going to be showing you some hand movements that you can use. And then I also have another video on choosing a detector and how to use that. Thank you for watching and enjoy your facial reflexology journey.